Hello, welcome to this week's full body yoga practice with me. My name's Jess. For today's dynamic Vinyasa flow, we're going to be starting seated. So when you're ready, roll out your mats and I'll see you there. Okay, coming down to a seat on your mat. You can cross at the ankles or you can place one shin on top of the other. You can sit up on a blanket or a cushion if you'd prefer, just to lift the hips a little bit. It's up to you. Just take a moment to land here in this pose on the mat. In this practice today, you can close your eyes if you like and rest your hands wherever is comfortable. Invitation to flip the palms and have them facing upwards today, optional. Invite a sense of opening and welcoming, bringing presence into this practice. Slowly start to deepen your breath, elongating your inhales and your exhales. Take a moment to sit up tall in the spine, bring your awareness to your alignment, relax the shoulders. Feel the weight of yourself on the ground here, where your body meets the mat. Bring your attention to the areas that are touching the mat, where your skin or your clothes meet the mat. Feel the texture of the mat. Grounding down. Take a few more breaths here in your own time. Invitation to set an intention for your practice or for the week or for the day. Slowly start to wiggle the fingertips, bring yourself back. Slowly open your eyes if they were closed and let's get moving. So when you're ready, we're going to take a deep breath in and reach the arms all the way up and overhead. Options to take the gaze up towards your hands, reaching up with the fingertips, really elongating through the spine. Nice deep breath in here. Exhale, left hand comes down to the mat and we side bend over to the left, reach the right hand up and over. So spiral the chest open, careful you're not collapsing in the spine. You can take the gaze up if you like. One more breath here. Exhale, left hand reaches all the way up to meet the right. Option to take the gaze back up. And then as you breathe out, right hand comes down to the mat and we side bend over to the right, keeping both hips nice and heavy on the mat here. You can spiral the chest and take the gaze up. Stay for one more breath. Exhale to slowly release both fingertips, come back down to the mat. Fingertips on the mat, take a moment to reset, take a breath in. Exhale. Sigh out. Inhale to reach the fingertips all the way up and overhead, gaze up. Exhale, we twist to the left. So right hand comes to left knee, left hand comes down on the mat behind you. Inhale to lift. Exhale to gaze past the left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Stay for one more breath. Slow and steady release. Both hands reach all the way up as you come back through to center. And as you breathe out, we twist to the right this time. So left hand comes to right knee, right hand comes down on the ground behind you. Inhale to lift up through the spine. Exhale to twist, gaze past the right shoulder. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Stay for one more. Slow and steady release. Come back through to center. Inhale to reach the fingertips all the way up and overhead one last time. And exhale to float the fingertips back down to the mat. Fingertips on the mat. Pause here for a breath. Inhale. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Nice. Fingertips come to the temples this time. So bend at the elbows. Open them nice and wide. Draw the shoulder blades together. Take the gaze up. So looking up, really opening out through the elbows, pulling them back. And then as you exhale, we're going to round through the upper back and bring the elbows together, chin to chest. Inhale as we open back up, opening the elbows, take the gaze up. Think cat-cow here. So inhaling and opening out like cow pose. And then as you exhale, rounding through, think cat pose, drawing the elbows together. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale, rounding through, tuck the chin. Flowing through a few more of these on your own with your own breath. So you can take this as slow as you need at this time. Moving with your breath. Do one more round. And then when you're ready, we come back up to our neutral spine, fingertips come down to the mat. Relax the shoulders down. Let's take a breath here. Inhale. Open your mouth. Sigh it out. We're going to head into downward facing dog from here. So when you're ready, let's head into our tabletop position. Fingertips on the mat, spreading them nice and wide. Curl the toes under and the hips lift up and back, coming into your downward facing dog. Take the feet hip width apart, and then slowly we start to pedal the heels, pressing one down and then the other. Breathing deep. Maybe tick-tocking the hips from side to side. Keeping a generous bend in the knees. Pressing the chest down towards the thighs. Squeezing all 10 fingertips into the mat, taking the weight out of the wrists. Take a deep breath here. Exhale. All the breath out. We're going to make our way to the top of the mat, so you can step, hop, skip, jump, you choose. We're going to take a forward fold when we get here. So we want feet hip width apart, feet parallel towards one another, toes facing the top of the mat. We want a nice bend in the knees, and then we just allow the top half to hang heavy here. Taking deep breaths here. Relaxing the back of the neck. Maybe swaying gently from side to side. Take a moment to feel the ground beneath your feet. Pressing all 10 toes into the mat. Take one more deep breath. Exhale. Bend the knees even more and we slowly roll up to Tadasana. Rolling through the spine. Vertebra through vertebra. Last thing up is the crown of the head. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Arms down by your sides, palms face open. Relax the shoulders. You can close your eyes if you like. Inhale here. Open your mouth and sigh it out. On your next breath in, we're going to reach the hands all the way up and overhead. Extended mountain pose, gaze up towards the hands. As you exhale, we're going to swan dive all the way down back to our forward fold. Inhale, we find a halfway lift, so flat back position. Take the hands to the shins and pull the elbows into the rib cage. Inhale here. Exhale to forward fold all the way down. Fingertips come down to the mat, and we step the right foot all the way back, lower the back knee, we come into our low lunge, uncurl the back toes, and inhale to reach the hands up into your crescent lunge. Inhale to take the gaze up towards the hands. Exhale to send the hips forward and down. Left knee stacked over left ankle, press into the right foot for stability. Inhale one last time. Exhale. We're going to curl the right toes under and pick up the back knee. Swivel on the back foot. We open out to our warrior two. Arms out from side to side. Generous bend in the left knee. Gaze past the left hand for your warrior two. Stay for a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Right hand comes to the back of the right thigh, left hand reaches up and back, peaceful warrior. Inhale to reach up. Exhale. Windmilling the arms forward, plant the hands, frame the left foot, pivot on the back foot, and we step back to our plank pose. Inhale in your plank, or you can lower your knees for half plank. Exhale to lower all the way to the belly. Inhale to lift up, baby cobra, keeping it low. Exhale, forehead to the mat. From here, we make our way back to our downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale. Sigh it out. One more like that. Inhale deeply. Open your mouth. Sigh it out. From here, we make our way back to the top of the mat. Again, you can hop, skip, jump, step. Forward fold when you get there. Stay for a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees even more, and we slowly roll up to standing. Take your mind to your spine as you roll up vertebra through vertebra. Slow and steady to your Tadasana. Inhale to reach the hands all the way up and overhead, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale for your halfway lift, flat back, pull the elbows in. Exhale, fingertips come to the mat, and we step the left foot back this time. Left foot steps back, coming into your low lunge. Inhale to reach up, crescent lunge. Take the arms up, take the gaze up to the hands. Exhale, send the hips forward and down, pressing into all four corners of that right foot. Inhale. Exhale, let's head into our warrior two. So we curl the back toes under, lift the back knee and turn to the long side of the mat. Open the arms wide, side to side. Warrior two, gaze past the right hand, right fingertips. Inhale deeply. Exhale to relax the shoulders down. Left hand comes to the back of the left thigh and we reach back. Peaceful warrior, generous bend in that right knee. Inhale deeply. Exhale to spiral back to the top of the mat. Plant the hands and step back to your plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, option to chaturanga this time. So roll forwards on the toes, bend the elbows into your chaturanga dandasana. Inhale to upward facing dog, or you can take your cobra. We meet back in our downward facing dog when you're ready. Downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Do one more breath just like that. From here, we're going going to bend the knees all the way, send the hips down to the heels, gaze towards the hands, and we step to the top of the mat into your forward fold. Nice. Inhale in your forward fold. Open the mouth and sigh it out. Bend your knees, lower the knees, send the hips down and back as we reach the hands forward, coming into our chair pose. Lowering the hips, send the weight back into your heels. Pull the pit of the belly in and up. Inhale here. Exhale. Can you lower your hips a little more? Inhale. Exhale to reach the hands all the way up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, fingertips come down side to side for your Tadasana. From here, we're going to step the right foot back, coming into our high lunge. Reach the hands forward and up, high lunge. Option to lower the back knee down if you'd prefer. Inhale to take the gaze up towards the hands. Exhale to send the hips forward and down. Take a moment here to pause, relax the shoulders, open the chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. We pivot on the back foot, open out to your warrior two. Extend the arms out from side to side, relax the shoulders, gaze past the left hand here. Spread the fingertips nice and wide, reaching out from side to side. Pull the fingers back, pull the hands back to open the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Let's find our reverse warrior. So right hand comes to the back of the right thigh, flip the left palm and reach it up and back, reverse warrior. Option this time to bind the right hand around the lower back. Inhale here. Exhale. We're going to slowly straighten the left knee. So straighten the left knee so you're now in your reverse triangle. And then we're going to bump the hips back. So bumping the hips towards the back of the mat. We're going to lead with the left hand coming all the way down into our triangle pose. Option to keep the bind with the right hand, or you can reach it all the way up towards the sky. You choose, pushing the hips forward. And with your left hand, you can take it down to the mat, or you can rest it on the shin. Or you could even challenge your core strength and float the hand, you choose. Inhale here. Exhale, slowing the breath down, pausing for a moment, gaze towards the right fingertips if they're extended. Right hand comes down to the mat and we plant both hands on the mat and shimmy the left foot to the outer edge of the mat. And we lower the back knee down, find your lizard lunge. So plant both hands on the mat, uncurl the back toes and open the chest to look forward. For your lizard lunge, you can allow the left knee to splay out slightly if that feels good. And we'll just find stretch here, so you can maybe find some movement, moving gently from side to side. Or if you need stillness in this time, you can take that too. It's very much your practice, make it your own. Inhale deeply. Exhale. You can stay up on the hands. Maybe you need blocks under the hands, or you can lower down, coming onto the elbows. We're going to stay here for 3 breaths. If you're on your elbows, use your hands to press yourself back up to your lizard lunge. And from here, we're going to transition into our side plank pose. So we're going to send the weight into our right hand, pick up the back knee, and we're going to slowly shift the left foot and plant it on top of the right into your plank pose. Left hand reaches up and overhead. Option to use the left foot as a kickstand here if you need some extra support, or you can balance one foot on top of the other. Lift the hips and reach the left hand up and overhead. Option to stay here in your side plank pose, or you can take the left foot and place it on the ground behind you. Spiral the chest open and lift up into your wild thing. Reach the left hand all the way back. Squeeze the glutes, lift the hips, pressing into the right hand for stability. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Slow and steady. We swivel back to our plank pose and lower the knees. Lower the chest, come to the belly. Inhale to lift up, cobra. Exhale, we make our way back to our downward facing dog. Lifting the hips up and back. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Completely. Let's make our way back to the top of the mat. You can hop, skip, jump, you choose. Forward fold when you get there. Inhale here. Exhale to bend the knees, heading into our chair pose. Send the hips down. Reach the fingertips forward. Pulling the pit of the belly in and up. Send the weight into the heels. Lower the hips. Inhale. Exhale to hold. Slow the breath down. Nice. Exhale to reach the hands all the way up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, fingertips come down to the sides. Left foot steps back, heading into our high lunge on the other side. Reach the hands forward and up. Exhale to lower the hips. Option to gaze up towards the hands, grounding down through all four corners of that right foot. Take a breath in and a long breath out. Pivot on the left foot this time, turn to face the long side of the mat, and we come into our warrior two, arms spread out side to side here. Gaze past the right hand, bending into that right knee. Inhale deeply. Exhale, relax the shoulders down. Stay for one more breath. Let's reverse our warrior. Left hand comes to the back of the left thigh, flip the right palm and reach it up and back. Peaceful warrior. Option this time to bind the left hand around the lower back. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Slowly start to straighten the right leg. Right leg straightens, reverse triangle. And then we're going to bump the hips back and lead with the right hand, coming all the way down into our triangle pose. Options to rest the hand on the shin, or you can take it all the way down to the mat, or you can challenge your core with a float, floating the hand. And you can reach the left hand all the way up and overhead if you like. Inhale to take the gaze up. Exhale, push the hips forward. Stay for one more breath. Turning back to the top of the mat, both hands come down, and we find our lizard lunge. So take the right foot to the edge of the mat, lower the back knee down, and plant both hands to open the chest and look forward. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Option to find some movement here, side to side if you like, where you can take stillness, whatever you'd prefer, whatever you need. And then when you're ready, option to come down to the elbows, where we'll stay for 3 breaths here. Slowing it down for a beat. If you're on the elbows, press back up to the hands, and then we pick up the back knee and we head into our side plank. So weight is going into the left hand this time, and we shift the right foot to plant it on top of the left into your side plank. Right hand reaches all the way up and overhead, lift the hips. Side plank pose. Inhale deeply. Exhale, option to find your kickstand here if needed. Or if you'd like more of a challenge, you can take that right foot and place it on the ground behind you, spiral the chest open, find the wild thing. Right hand reaches all the way to the top of the mat, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips. Inhale here, exhale. We spiral back to our plank pose. Find your vinyasa of choice. So you can chaturanga, you can take cat-cow if needed, you can find child's pose here. Inhale wherever you are, exhale, release, sigh it out. 2 more breaths here. Wherever you are, we're going to head into plank pose. So if you're in down dog, roll through to plank, sending the shoulders over the wrists. Inhale here. Exhale to lower to the belly with control. Nice. Elbows come underneath the shoulders. Let's find our Sphinx pose. So we want to press the pelvis into the mat. Press all 10 fingers into the mat. Elbows under the shoulders. Wrists are parallel, forearms are parallel. Open the chest, draw the shoulder blades together. Pull the hands towards you as if you're trying to pull the mat in towards your body. Inhale deeply. Exhale. We're going to go into bow pose from here. So when you're ready, release the elbows from underneath the shoulders, bend the knees, and we're going to sweep the arms around and catch the outer edges of the feet. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale and lift off. Press the feet into the hands and squeeze the glutes, lift up. Find your bow pose. Inhale deeply. Exhale to release. Keep a hold of the feet and just rest the forehead down. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the forehead. And then on your next breath in, we lift up, bow pose. Exhale. Hold for 1 more breath. Squeeze everything into the midline. Exhale. Keep a hold of the feet, but release the forehead down. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the forehead 1 last time. Let's head into bow pose. Lift off. Big breath in. Exhale. Can you lift the feet any higher? Exhale. Slow and steady release. Release the feet. Take the elbows wide. Make a pillow for your head and rest the head down. Maybe shake the hips from side to side. We're going to transition to our back from here. You can get there however you like. You can roll onto the back. And when you get there, pull the knees in towards your chest. And rock gently from side to side. Give yourself a hug. Nice breath in. Long breath out. Let's go into happy baby. So feeding the hands in between the legs. Catch the outer edges of the feet. Soles up towards the sky. Pull the shoulders down. Actively pulling them down towards the mat. Flatten the lower back. So pressing the sacrum into the lower. Pressing your sacrum into the back, pressing your sacrum into the mat is what I was trying to say there. And you can rock gently from side to side. If you can't reach your feet, then you can catch the ankles, or you can even hold on to the back of the thighs. Find your level and breathe deep. You can close your eyes if you like. And we'll stay here for 3 more deep breaths. Slow and steady. Lower the feet down to the mat. Plant the feet, keep the knees up. Shuffle the feet in towards your glutes. Press your lower back into the mat. Press the palms into the mat and we roll. So tucking the tailbone in, roll the spine up. Find your bridge pose. Inhale. Exhale to lower the hips back down, rolling through the spine. On your next breath in, lift up, bridge pose. Exhale. Slowly lower. Inhaling one last time, find your bridge pose. Hold at the top when you get there. Option to find the bind with your hands, so rolling the shoulders underneath you, binding the hands together and opening the chest. Squeeze the glutes, lift the hips. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Stay for one more breath. Carefully release the bind and slowly lower the hips down towards the mat. Nice. Extend the legs out long and find your Shavasana. So keep the palms facing up, take the feet wide. And close your eyes. Slowly coming back to your breath. Coming back to the present moment. Maybe you'd like to revisit the intention you set earlier in your practice. Maybe you'd like to focus on the sound of your breath. We'll stay here for a short while longer before I bring you back and we'll close this practice together. Very slowly start to find some movement in the fingers and toes. Maybe start to circle the ankles and the wrists. Make the movement slightly bigger, bending the knees, reach the arms up and overhead. And then when you're ready, pull the knees into the chest and roll onto one side, any side. And press yourself up to a seat. You can keep your eyes closed if you'd like. You can cross at the ankles, find a comfortable seat. And sit up nice and tall in the spine. And let's finish this practice here with one more deep breath in together. So when you're ready, inhale through the nose. Open your mouth. Sigh it out. Slowly open your eyes if they were closed. And that's it. That's the end of the practice. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed the flow. Please don't forget to hit the like button, leave me a little comment, let me know what you thought of the practice today, and of course don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you for next class, and as always, have a wonderful day.